So lately, I was very dissatisfied with the unreliability of push notifications for my WordForge app. And for sending or dispatching push notification, I tried two different services. I tried the web push protocol and the FCM, the Firebase cloud messaging. And the unreliability of both these two services are alarmingly comparable, meaning I'm either not getting notified at all, or I'm getting notified a few hours late than my contracted notification sending time. And I think that's part of the reason why progressive web app PWA hasn't caught on yet. Is because this push notification mechanism is notoriously unreliable. So that propelled me to look into completely swapping my notification mechanism from sending push notification to email notification. And after some trial and error, I stumbled upon this service called Brevo, Brevo, Brevo.com. They have a pretty attractive free tier. If you're sending less than 300 emails per day, you can opt for this free tier of Brevo, and I think it's quite effective. And you can programmatically use a server to dispatch email notifications to your users. And this is how you set everything up. You just go to your sender's domains and dedicated IPs to configure your custom domain. And my domain is wordforce.tech for my startup product, wordforce.tech. This is just to do a plug for myself. If you want to learn more English vocabulary effortlessly, use my product. It's pretty good. So that's step number one. You would configure your custom domain here, and in the senders column, in the senders tab, you would configure an email address that is from your custom domain. And with that setup, you would go to SMTP and API to register a new API key. And it's already provided some example code for you: CURL, Node.js, all the major backend programming languages. In my actual implementation, as you can see, I have this method defined in my index.ts, and this file contains all my serverless functions. And if we look at the dispatch email notification function definition, as you can see, the API key is being passed in by the functions that are calling this helper method. And the payload, the definition of the payload is very simple. We have the sender, which include the name and the email, to same thing, subject line, HTML content, and some optional parameters. One thing that is noteworthy here is when you have a Firebase project, how would you go about storing your secret on the server and for your serverless functions to successfully retrieve your API keys or your secrets? And let me briefly show you how to do that. You would go to Google Cloud Console. By the way, I hate this product. The thing that confuses me the most is the IAM. Essentially it's authorization. The IAM rules and the myriad of different roles. They have probably 10,000 roles, and it's so confusing to navigate about. This is the part that I hate the most about Google Cloud. Anyways, we would go to Secrets Manager. And for the secret manager of this product, as you can see, this is the name of my product. This is how you would add your secret or your API key. So you just click on create secrets, and you can either upload a file or just paste in the raw value here. I'm not going to add any new secret. And in your function definition for your serverless functions, let me show you just one function that does that. Yeah, so for example, for this function, and it's fortuitous and it's killing two birds with one stone, I can show you guys how to define a cron job, a chronic job that runs at a certain time. So with the new Firebase function API, or rather with the new Firebase function SDK, you have this onSchedule wrapper that you can use to wrap around your actual function body. And the first argument are the myriad of different options. which you can define. You can use a Unix time code to define how often you want this function to be running at. As you can see, this function is going to be running at every 5 minutes. And here's where you can use the secrets key to define what secrets that you have already uploaded to your secrets manager, which ones of those secrets you would like this function to have access to. And after you have defined that, and it's as simple as using the process.env and access the name of the secret that you already defined previously in the function signature. You will just be grabbing this one from the process.env. And yeah, that's essentially how you would grab the API key that you've defined in your secrets manager. And with all those things implemented, after you've set up your credentials on Brevo, after you've obtained your API key, deployed on your server, and making sure that your serverless function can reliably retrieve it, you're good to go. You're good to send your email notifications, which in my opinion is way more reliable than push notifications. Alright guys, that's the gist of today's video. I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye bye.